Imagine waking up in a cold, dark room. You try to remember how you got there, but nothing comes to mind. Your name, your past, your identity, it's all gone. Your thoughts feel distant, like they don't belong to you. And then, a terrifying realization hits. Someone did this to you, on purpose. For more than 20 years, the CIA conducted a secret program, one so horrifying that even today much of it remains classified. The goal? To erase minds and control people like puppets. They called it MKUltra. They used drugs, hypnosis, torture, and psychological warfare on thousands of people, many of them completely unaware that they were being experimented on. Some went insane, some forgot who they were, some never came back. And the worst part? The government has never truly admitted the full extent of what they did. What you're about to hear is their darkest secret. The year is 1953. The world is locked in a deadly Cold War. The United States is obsessed with one terrifying question: can the Soviets control people's minds? Rumors spread that Russia and China have developed brainwashing techniques, methods that could turn ordinary men into obedient assassins. The US is desperate to fight back, and so they turn to the CIA. The agency assigns Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, a ruthless chemist, to lead a secret program. His mission? To uncover the science of mind control, to find a way to erase memories, implant new thoughts, and create killers who don't even know they're killers. With unlimited funding and zero oversight, Gottlieb begins experiments that would haunt history forever. The project is given a name: MKUltra. The CIA needed test subjects, but they didn't ask for volunteers. Instead, they took prisoners, mental patients, soldiers, and even ordinary citizens, most of whom had no idea what was happening to them. The CIA believed LSD could be the key to controlling minds. Victims were secretly drugged, some of them forced to take massive doses, enough to shatter their reality. Some were locked in rooms for days, trapped in terrifying hallucinations. They screamed, begged, pleaded to be let go, but the CIA watched in silence, taking notes. Many never recovered. Some lost their minds forever. Some were found dead. Suicides, the government claimed. But was it really suicide? In Canada, under the CIA's orders, a doctor named Ewan Cameron carried out some of the most disturbing experiments in history. His patients came in for depression and minor anxieties. They left as empty shells. He used high-voltage electroshock therapy, blasting their brains over and over again, wiping out their memories. Some forgot how to walk. Some forgot their own families. Some were left in a permanent childlike state, like living dolls. What if a single word could turn someone into a killer? The CIA tried to implant trigger words into people's minds. The idea was simple. One phrase could turn an ordinary man into a murderer, and another phrase could make him forget he ever did it. They hypnotized subjects, planted post-hypnotic suggestions, and tested their theories on real people. Could this be the origin of lone wolf assassins? Could this explain some of history's most mysterious killings? In the 1950s, the CIA set up secret brothels in New York and San Francisco. The goal? To lure unsuspecting men into rooms and test mind-control drugs on them. The men were given drinks laced with LSD, and as they lost control of their minds, CIA agents watched from behind two-way mirrors. They took notes, studying every reaction, treating these men like lab rats. Some men walked out of those brothels forever changed. Some were never seen again. By the 1970s, the truth about MKUltra started to leak. The CIA panicked. They shredded documents, erased records, and buried the evidence deep. But they made a mistake. Some files survived, and when the world saw what they had done, the horror was beyond imagination. In 1975, the US government held hearings on MKUltra. Victims spoke out, but despite the shocking revelations, no one was ever punished. The government simply shrugged. "We won't do it again," they said. But Bob, was that the truth? The CIA claims MKUltra ended in 1973, but what if it never really stopped? What if new techniques have replaced the old ones? What if mind control no longer requires drugs and torture, but instead social media, technology, and the internet? Think about it. In the past, they used LSD to break minds. Today, they use algorithms to manipulate thoughts. In the past, they erased memories with electroshock. Today, they rewrite reality with digital propaganda. And the most terrifying question of all, what if you have already been affected? MKUltra was real. The government experimented on thousands of innocent people. They erased minds, they destroyed lives, and they got away with it. So ask yourself, if they could do this before, what are they doing now? And more important,
do you really think they ever stopped?